What is going on, people? This is Elder Tenchi.
Are you really doing an intro for a spoiler warning?
Well, I feel like I have to.
Well, this is a spoiler warning. If you don't want to be spoiled and you're going to cry about being spoiled, well, here's your warning. You've been warned. You big baby.
Peace.
Like, I will sell my butt for the money for a PlayStation. Oh, you hit record, you son of a
You
bitch.
are out of your mind. What?
Look, hey, look, if the price is right.
Don't listen to him. What is going on, people? This is Elder Tenchi and Mr. Rick Alsadrak. And tonight we're going to be reviewing the Joseph Hahn directed film BODIED, produced by Eminem. Checking on YouTube Premium, it had been making its rounds on the independent festival circuit for about a year and a half before it got released. And man, I wish I was there for the screenings. Look, this is talking about battle rap culture as a whole. It has there's funny parts all through it, but it gets real serious because obviously it has some commentary on race appropriation and everything like that. And it's got some of the heavy hitter battle rappers in the game: Disaster, Dumbfounded, freaking what's his name? I think Loaded Lux was up there a couple of times, but
and also a cat that you see throughout this movie in the background that didn't pay off once. I was genuinely upset by that. Like, my upsetness, like, I was angered that this cat didn't pay off.
I love how this was written. Like, I love how this whole thing was written. As a fan of battle rap, I love how you just dive deep right into it. But the fact that this kid Adam was
originally, he was there writing his thesis about the N-word.
About the N-word.
Nigga, I can say it. I've got black friends.
All you gotta do is look in the mirror.
Look, I hate when... Oh, look. You're not the first... Like, I make that joke knowing that I'm melanin heavy, that I can say it regardless. It's all right. You don't need to explain it any further.
I know. Look. The fact that they even mentioned that, I was like, okay, that's a kind of a strange, and this is just me because honestly, whatever you want to say, I just don't say the word. So it's just like to me, it was like it's a little much for a grad thesis, but
hey, you know what? Nowadays, not so much. But we gotta talk about like how he met up with Ben Grimm, the battle rapper who ended up becoming his mentor, for lack of a better term, and then thrust him into battle rap.
Who was it? Who was the actor playing him?
Playing
Ben Grimm.
Jackie Long.
Jackie Long, known from
Real House Husbands of Hollywood. I've seen him in other stuff, but that's the thing that I know him from specifically.
This dude played the heck out of his role. He played the heck out of his role.
He was a friendlier Papa Doc.
Yeah. Yes, he was a friendlier Papa. But it's like if you go into it and you see something like produced by Eminem, just know that. We're not going back to 8 Mile. This is like another level right here.
I mean, it definitely had
some
ghosts
of
8 Mile.
Yes, it did have
reminiscent of 8 Mile.
Of course, white kid in battle rap culture, but in this case, suburban white kid in battle rap culture doing this for his grad.
But then, like even said, he was thrust upon it. He didn't ask to do it, but then he was like, oh, I watched the video, so I always had bars in my head. And he was also a spoken word poet. Yeah, and then like suddenly it's
failing spoken word poet.
Fucking murdered that dude in that
But
first
the dude put words together. This is why I love lyrics. This is why I love battle rap. This is why I always when someone tells me like hip hop is dead, I'm like, y'all gotta go to the underground.
You're listening to the wrong
don't listen to all just. And I'm not saying that all radio stuff is garbage.
Anybody with Lil in their name, look away.
Oh man, but
if they got your start on SoundCloud, back.
But this is why I love lyrics. This is why I love battle rap. I used to tell people all the time when I was like almost religiously watching new battles as they were coming out on King of the Dot or the URL or even now Battle of the Zay. If you were to compare it to, I compare it to like a boxing match or wrestling. I got a lot of friends that are into wrestling, as you know. and I am not into it like they are. But as soon as it came to to battle rap, I was like, this is my wrestling. This is what would get me excited.
Yeah, because it's like when you see somebody get hit with a bar, like you don't see their, like you can feel their physical, you can feel their pain, but it's not a physical thing.
Yeah.
Like when you see somebody get, for lack of a better term, saying the title of the movie, bodied. You see, you don't like see the pain, but you're all, you still make the same sounds as you do like if you saw somebody getting, stone cold stunned or something like that.
Exactly.
You make those, like, whoo!
Exactly.
Yes!
Exactly. But this is also a sort of commentary on the fact that this is a freaking blood sport. They don't. They will not hold back. But there are stereotypes all the time. Like if you happen to be of another culture going into a battle, of course they're gonna come at you with those cultural lines, like what they did with Dumbfounded's character Prospect. They got him with the Asian lines. Now Dumbfounded, if you've seen his battles or heard his music, he always gets those lines, and they get so stale, right? But the stuff what's his name Adam was coming up with stuff I had never heard before, and it was like, okay, this kid actually he thought about it, he wrote it down, and the way that they think, that his thought process, the graphics that they have going through his head and everything, that was cool. Like it's stuff that you've seen before, but the way that they use the effects to show you, how things are, it was really well done.
Yeah.
It was really well done. What would you say, like, did this grab me at the beginning? Would you say the same?
Oh, most definitely. Like even that, the opening battle rap between Extract and the Ben Grimm character.
Yeah.
Like because I'm like you, like battle rap has been something that I've been into for the longest time. Like, and now even with since the advent of YouTube, it's easier to see the videos than it was once upon a time, where you had to have a friend of a friend that had some type of high speed or have a videotape of this shit. Because battle rap, I feel like at times is hip hop at its purest.
Yeah, because because
it's two people going at each other off the dome most of the time.
In the early days of hip hop, that's what it was. You had a guy on a mic hyping up the DJ, and then eventually it became somebody wants to battle, and they battle on the mic, and the only way you could hear it is if you were at the party that night, or if somebody happened to dub a tape and pass it around.
I feel like even battling in general has just been a part of hip hop culture. Not even just MC battle. Like there have been DJ battles since, I want to say maybe even longer than there's been MC. Like DJ battles have been around longer than MC battles.
Even further along than that, back in the days of slavery, and they would
battle rap.
The dozens, the dozens, like
during slavery. Like your mother is so free.
Seriously.
She made it to the South with no problem.
Playing the dozens as early as that. That's one of the roots right there. So the fact that battle rap is so no holds barred.
I'm sorry, I'm still like reeling off the fact that the dozens goes back to slavery.
KRS-One. That's all I gotta say.
That's right. I remember him talking about that.
Yeah.
I generally forgot about it.
Yeah. So they would do that as a game.
Your mother's chicken is so good.
That all comes out. That all comes back to it. The wordplay, the poetry, the insults, the stereotypes to a certain degree. I understand that they were also talking about how it could get misogynistic and racist.
Well, because that's just how it's like when you're joking with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, they know, like, at the end of the day, it's not a personal attack.
Right.
That's why when it comes to battles like that, you can say the shit like that, but, like,
you better not.
You can't say it outside of the battle.
Right.
Like, they appreciate, you're going hard on somebody for race, sex, etc., etc.
Yep.
They know that it's just, that, but they also know that you're not going to do it outside of that.
Right.
You're just doing it to, win.
Right. Like Disaster's character, Disaster's character was basically Disaster's battle persona turned up to like 12.
He was a bully for the bully's sake.
Yeah, but if you look at his battle records, that's what
I'm just saying in the movie, not so much like him in real life. I'm saying in the movie.
I'm not saying he's like the same way in real life. I'm just saying like
he was the bully for bully's sake. Like he was the dude. You know, you go as soon as he opened the door when they got to his house, he had a gun pulled. Like, yeah, what's good?
But he comes out gun, cigar. He's like, man, we got prostitutes, we got this, we got that, we got blunts are passing around. I'm like, okay.
He's one of those dudes that like Scarface feels like their Bible to them. Like they want to go out like Scarface did with an insane, snorting an insane amount of cocaine, taking maybe several dozen shots and not dying until they get a shot to the back from somebody. He looked like somebody. He looked like an actor, and I couldn't remember who it was. Like he looked like the actor. Whatever. Continue.
But so let me just talk about the fact that the characters here, the ones that they wanted to make the most annoying for just so that you wouldn't like them. They succeeded at it. But the funny thing is they were self-aware about it, right? They were very self-aware about it.
Even when she made that speech before she showed the video, that didn't feel self-aware. That just felt like her being that irritating ex-girlfriend character.
And you've met people like that. You've
dated people like that. Like it just like I called it from the beginning. Like I kind of was like hoping that it would be on some kind of like how M's relationship. No, he kind of never mind. I felt like one of those. It should have been one of those relationships where, he's in a girl. He's in a relationship with a girl. The girl's a miserable piece of shit. And he meets somebody, and it's like, at the end of it, I'm done with you, etc., etc. But no, it's just like, and then he tried to win her back at the end. Like, he tried to get back with her, even knowing that she's a miserable piece of shit, and she exposed him on their college campus, like. Wow, way to be like because he didn't do what you wanted to do with your stupid ass. So you're gonna exploit him, like expose him.
That's one thing. I didn't get because that was a textbook controlling relationship.
Yes.
And she was very. It was very
social justice Tumblr bullshit.
Oh yeah. We've come across some of that in our comments like once or twice, and everyone has a right to their own opinion. Just do your research first.
Like, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against, but it's just like it was too. Oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I want you to do this for us. You shouldn't be how you are. Yeah. Be like I want you to be shit.
But my thing is like in certain.
And then she got mad when he was excited about the thing. Yeah. About being a battle rapper, and then she asked him. Basically to roast her. And then gonna get mad and leave. Like, bitch, you asked me to do this. Yeah. Like, don't create this monster and then get mad when it attacks the village.
I understand that because number one, she has never really, she's never really been in that kind of.
I don't think she's been around that many black people before. That's what kind of irked me about it.
And plus, she does not know the culture, and she automatically just thinks of it as something misogynistic and racist automatically when you don't really know.
And then when she's called out on it, she's like, "Oh, how dare you!"
Right. Now, I can understand part of where she's coming from, but at the same time, it's not just that simple. It's not. That's the thing. People want things to be either you're on this side.
They want it one way. Then when they find out that it's not that way, they get upset. Like, but I want it to be this way.
No, because it's not always that way. And that I think that's what. And I might be diving too deep into this, but just based on the stuff that we were talking about, everything from sexism, race, misogyny, all that stuff within this film, it felt like that's what they were trying to tell us. It's not always black or white.
Exactly.
Pardon the pun. It's not always black or white. Sometimes there's a gray area.
There's always a gray area.
There's always a gray area, which is why Dumbfounded and Shaniqua Shundai, who played Divine White, did their battle and it was all stereotypical bars.
That was
going
one
at
of the
each
best
other.
scenes. Yeah, like when he was going at her with the Asian stuff.
Yeah.
They switched it around. It was a battle that I had never seen before, but it was one of the most original battles I've seen.
But you
like
also
an Asian dude going against a black chick.
Right.
Asian dude saying Asian jokes to the black chick, and the black chick is coming at the dude with black chick jokes. The Asian dude with black chick bars.
But it was also similar to the end of 8 Mile when Rabbit did those self-deprecating bars after him and his boy Cheddar Bob. He was like, "Are you afraid about what he's gonna say about them beating you up and your girlfriend and all this other stuff?" And he's like, "I got the ammo. There's nothing else they can say."
But it wasn't, because it wasn't like they were trying to. Like they were just trying to show that, you know, you can say what you want about me. It doesn't faze me.
Right. And that's
maybe it was like that. Let me shut up.
It kind I got what you were saying, but in this kind of sport,
like you can say the racist shit,
right?
But
I've heard it all before.
Exactly.
I've heard it all before. After a while, it may sting, but it doesn't.
It doesn't sting like you want.
Like you wanted to. That it's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all shit I've heard before.
Because after a
As
while,
to
it's like
scene in 8 Mile where he was just gonna say where Papa Doc Falcon was gonna was just gonna say, "Oh yeah, we beat his ass. He lives in a trailer home."
Yeah.
The end.
And Wink did his girl. So it's like, yo, man, it's like, this movie was fun.
Fun as hell.
It was intense. It made me happy to be a fan. It also made me think about, well, even though I've already, thought about how crazy battle rap can get, because you've seen some battles where they've actually turned to blows,
Yes, and now I'm remembering what I showed you earlier before we watched this movie, or maybe it was during we paused it.
Yeah.
The Key and Peele.
The Key and Peele sketch. Yeah.
That was based off something that originated in our hometown.
Right.
Because that is like it goes. It's on the spectrum. Like, there are really good battle raps, and then there are terrible ones.
Yeah.
The one that sketch was based off was fucking terrible.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And some of the other cameos, like, I was upset because Iron Solomon comes into this, right? And Iron Solomon has been in the game for a long time. I wanted him to actually get in the ring though. Like, he's still battling until this day. You can catch him.
But you know what? It's like, you can't, like, they'll pay homage to the ones that are still doing heavy battle rapping, but you can't have them do everything,
I know. It's just like this was
it's
talking about.
Hey, it's a movie about battle rap.
Battle rap.
You want a cameo in it? You got it. You want a cameo in it? You got it. The only one I was surprised he didn't have a cameo was the guy who produced it, because he came up in it doing battle rapping. So.
Like if M even did a small cameo in this, that would have been the icing on.
Was he the cat? Was M supposed to be the cat? Because you know what? Not for nothing. That cat, because that cat was in so many fucking scenes. I was so mad that cat didn't pay off in some degree at the end of the movie. Because I counted at least 8 times seeing that cat in the background of some shit. Like, they didn't have to have that cat in the background so fucking much. Like, you see him in the scene where Adam's about to the cat jumps on their car right before Adam battles, and then right at the end when Adam's like, "I know what my rap name is," you see the cat in the background there. Sorry, that's just a sword. Okay, if I hadn't seen it
You're
so
just
much,
mad because you saw him.
it wouldn't be
like how many times?
7. Too many for that cat to not play a part in this movie. Okay, because you just see him too much. Okay, if it only been like, some stray or whatever, but this cat was clearly CGI. It pissed me off that cat didn't pay off in the end.
I was just a little upset because you got Iron Solomon as a cameo, but you got Dumbfounded in a prominent role. Big ups to him. You got Disaster in a very prominent role. Big ups to him.
But like I said, you can't get every battle rap. Every battle rapper can't have a scene in it. That's why I said they did the Iron. They gave him his cameo. They gave the other ones cameos. It's like they're just paying respect. Like, you guys are big in the world of battle rapping.
Yep.
So you want to be in this movie about battle rapping? Cool, you get a cameo, you get a cameo, you get a cameo. Almost everyone gets a cameo.
But the movie itself was a solid 2 hours long. They told a very good, good story.
Excellent story.
You know,
and then that scene at the end where he goes to stay with Ben Grimm, finds out all this information about him, and I called it the second that he found Adam. The second that Adam found out all that shit, I said to Tenchi, I said, watch, they're gonna battle at the end. He's gonna use all this shit against him. And what the fuck happened?
It got real personal.
Use it all against him.
It got real personal.
And then it's
real
crazier
quick.
too, because then Ben Grimm's boys are behind Adam and whatnot, saying, shit. Then when he talks about Ben Grimm's daughter, like, they stopped and like, no, you don't get to say that shit. This is all about battle. And then they team up against him and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, after...
that 2-on-2 was awesome.
Yeah, that 2-on-2 scene was amazing. After Ben and Adam body those two, Ben lets them know, like, look, I let you into my world. You weren't supposed to say that shit. You knew how I felt about it. Because he told them when they were in the elevator, like, nobody knows about that. He's like, ever heard of code switching? Like...
I hate that that's a thing.
But like he told him, he was like, look, this is, I don't let these people into my life for this reason, because his daughter had cystic fibrosis. Nobody knew that he was married, etc., etc. And the first thing Adam does when they're battling each other is go at everything that nobody knew. Everything that nobody knew.
Everything. All he needs now is for Ben Grimm's wife to come through and just... Woo!
Maybe in Bodied 2,
Woo!
Bodied or...
Listen. Everybody in here...
Both of us.
...was just excellent. And I know that we're just praising the heck out of this movie.
Because it was a good damn movie.
We
probably are a little biased because
we are a little biased. I will say I'm a little biased because I'm a fan.
Okay, let's put it like this. Let's look at the regular, moviegoer reviews. It had good acting.
Yes.
The story, while predictable at times, was a tight story.
Mm-hmm.
The girlfriend was a piece of shit, which I called from the beginning because she was in that opening scene where she wouldn't shut the fuck up because she didn't get what was going on.
Never take, unless you're... This is just my take on it. Like, in the first few minutes, I thought that wasn't his girlfriend. I thought it was somebody that he was dating that would eventually become his girlfriend.
I said, I've been in situations like that with, bringing somebody you're dating to something they don't understand, so they want to ask a million fucking questions. And it's like, I knew by the end of the movie those two were going to break up. That's another thing I called. The only thing I'm still upset about is the fucking cat.
Like like we said, there was some, predictable...
There were some stereotypical beats to the movie.
The stereotypical and predictable.
The Ben Grimm shit, that was definitely, I saw that coming a mile away. Like, even before we found out about his family, I said, watch, they're going to have to battle at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that.
Yeah, but... even his dad was a fan of hip hop. Might not have been a fan of the current battle rap culture, but his dad, who was his professor, I'm like, anything else you want to tag onto this?
Still, he'd been like, when he referenced the LL Cannabis beef, it was like,
I was like,
all right,
okay.
Hadn't thought about that beef in 20 years, but all right, well done.
Yeah, but as far as the movie and the way it represented what battle rap culture is today, it did it to a T. It really didn't hold anything back. If you really want to see what the current climate is for battle rap, definitely check this movie out. Check out King of the Dot. Check out the URL. Check out Battle of the Zay. Any other battle rap you can get your hands on. Shoot, I'll even go back and
just type in battle rap in the YouTube search engine. You'll find a gang of videos.
That's if you don't already know. You don't already know, and you're like, okay, so what is this about? Like, what's going on? Because it's already kind of gone. It's already kind of gone mainstream now. Kind of, because now we have the celebrity battle rap contests.
Yeah, but that's as far mainstream as it's gone. I mean, unless I almost said you can count Wild 'N Out, but
you got Wild 'N Out is more improv comedy. Yeah, true, but
I don't know. Nick Cannon doesn't know what the wild style battle is. Like, That's battle rapping what you doing, son.
But as far as like the celebrity rap battles, the fact that they have the heavy hitters of battle rap and some, like they got
Keep talking.
they got Merce, they got Thesaurus, they got a few other people helping people writing lines. That just shows you that this has blown up. It's mainstream now. But honestly, definitely watch this film. This was the only reason why I ended up getting a YouTube premium account. As soon as they said that this was going to show up on YouTube, that's what I've been waiting for the past year. So big ups to everybody involved. Thank you, Eminem, for this. Thank you, everybody that made this happen. I will definitely be watching this again. Would recommend this to anybody who's a hip hop fan, anybody who's just curious about the culture and battle rap. Definitely check this out.
If it comes out on DVD, I will definitely buy it.
Oh yeah,
Because this movie was that damn good.
It's
like
worth.
There's only a handful of movies that I'm like, oh wow, okay, I need to own this on DVD. And you know what? I felt that way about this one.
It's worth it. So I definitely say check it out. Any final words?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Like I said, we haven't seen a movie like this since maybe 8 Mile.
I don't think so. I think you're right.
What? 15 years? When did 8 Mile come out? 16 years? 2002.
Yeah.
Whew. So I mean, still, like I said, it follows some 8 Mile.
It
beats
does,
to a
but
degree,
it's not an 8 Mile. It's not an 8 Mile reboot.
No, it's definitely not.
It's not 8 Mile light. Not.
It's not the Nickelodeon remake of 8 Mile.
Oh no, definitely not. But it's definitely something to check out if you're a fan. Even if you're just curious, check it out. In the meantime, I am Elder Tenchi.
I'm Rick.
And we're signing out. Peace, love, and never be normal.
So as I was saying before,